6-speed. That's coming up real quick. Josh's mega cab stretched with his custom flatbed, freshly wrapped. It's been a couple months. Got a bunch of stuff in today. South Bend clutch. We also got in some rear brake parts, dually brake calipers, because Josh has been killing it getting in our dually axle. Obviously y'all can tell that it's a dually axle just with the one wheel on there. I'm gonna grab some parts off of, some of you may know, I think I've only put in a couple pictures of it on my Instagram, but I have a 94 chassis cab that we are going to be working on here pretty soon. That's a probably going to be a rat rod project, but that right now has some dually wheels and tires, and everything for right now is just sitting in my backyard. So we can use that to at least get this thing looking the way that we want, get the bed going, see how much work we got to do as far as getting her blasted possibly. So, but that's it. But we just got in some news, even though I have a new timing cover coming. Good friend of the channel's HHK Performance put the Instagram down below. I've been hitting this guy up. We've had a pretty good friendship going back and forth on Instagram, talking just about truck stuff, and he told me, I reached out to him, that we have a spare 24 valve engine that we got off of one of our other spare trucks, actually the same one that we got our 6-speed manual from. And this thing's just kind of sitting here, and I asked Josh and we both weren't too sure, so we're gonna give it a shot, which is good because we kind of want this thing moving. So that's where we're at with this. I set Josh up here with some GoPro equipment. Pretty stoked about that.
Just lay him over the top. Yeah, all the holes line up.
Yeah, so he was saying in 98, which would be this one right here, they reinforced it a little bit.
Yeah, you can see the rib.
Yeah.
And then the rib between the ribs, where this one doesn't have it. The only thing that those differences
yeah, that's the only one. So,
and I think the vacuum pump's probably the same. So yeah, it don't stick out that much.
So yeah, we're gonna test this out. I looked online and I found a lot of kind of, I don't want to say misinformation, but it was, you know how it is when you Google something, you find everything under the sun.
Yeah.
We're gonna give this a shot.
Yeah, no major gaps or anything.
Let me grab a light.
Yeah. Yeah, I should just flop right back in there. Yep. Just clean that up a little bit. The seal's got it.
Oh, okay.
We gotta replace those seals anyway. Sweet.
I gotta clean that up.
Oh, that is officially garbage.
I don't know, man. I think we gotta. I think we gotta save this.
Dot again. Yeah.
We should have like a wall.
A wall of memento.
Yeah, a wall of WTF moments.
I think I could have filled that wall like twice over by now.
That's all we got.
Right.
So anyway, we're gonna get to cleaning this one up, and we'll get back to you.
We are replacing the crankshaft seal, and with the seal comes this sweet little insert that you leave in so it slips over the crankshaft like it's supposed to, so make sure that that doesn't fall out. And it comes with this handy dandy press tool, because the original seal obviously is not as thick as the case is, so they want it sat in a certain depth. So this is what they give you to drive it to that depth, and nice and even, and then it'll let you know when to stop. Now you just got to get it back out of there because it's stuck, and then we'll be ready to install. And then once we install, we'll make sure that this plastic piece gets pulled out as it goes on, or while it's on, pull it out. That way you don't run into this problem when we test fit it. The seal will want to flip back over on itself and screw up, so we don't want that to happen. That's what this little plastic piece is for. Bob's your uncle. Okay, here we go again. Make sure you guys pay attention to the seals and which way they're facing. They also state you install it dry. So with some seals, if you put oil on them, make sure the rotation's going the right way. So the crank spins this way, rotation's going the same way. Make sure we install it dry. Good to go. Taking the last little bit. No matter how many times you wipe it, still dirty. Give it a little dab a dab. Oh my god. We'll go a little bit above it and see what happens. Is there a torque sequence for these? We'll just go top to bottom across.
All right, got everything back together for the most part. Obviously, we're going to be doing an intake. Excuse me. An intake in the next video along with the exhaust. But other than that, this thing is pretty much all put back together. We did a fuel filter too, so she might take a little bit to turn over. So all right, we're gonna get some of these wires cleaned up, get the grounds going, and I'll get back to you guys. Hopefully, starting this thing up and moving it.
New radiators in, new hoses are in. The timing cover off the 24 valves back on. All new hose clamps. Got a new water pump, new alternator, new belt, new tensioner. The fan off the 24 valve because it looks shiny. And everything's hooked up. New fuel filter, so she's gonna take a second to crank. Got all our leads tightened. I'm gonna leave that open to fill it up some more once she warms up. Go ahead. Yeah, just crack the injector line. Just crank away. All right, hang on a second. Okay.
I don't know why. Always got to do it. Don't know why. She fires right up. Oh, just so you guys, anybody wondering, it's a cold start. There we go. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that up there for you guys. Just a quick intro to the next day. Our battery died on the GoPro and it was too cold. Didn't want to run back to the house just to get another battery. So we are ready to go. But that's gonna do it for this video. Stay tuned, we're getting the bed and the dually on and possibly the exhaust.